Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 26 chat. It's Eviction night!
A long time we wait for this.
We have been waiting for this episode.
It's episode 11, by the way.
They really, you know what? I remember at the beginning of the season, Ainsley was all like, I've heard we want more interesting eviction nights. Well, I gotta say, she kind of ate that. She delivered.
Yeah, no crumbs. Alright, so last time the house exploded, literally, Tucker used the veto on Angela.
Oh my god.
Everyone was shooketh.
I'm so glad we got to see again when she's all like...
So he used it, he put it around Angela's neck. She looked like she was in pain.
She was just like... I saw somebody say it was like she was seeing the face of God or something.
No, wasn't it like...
Or she was in like a Michelangelo painting or something, seeing the face of God.
Because I thought I saw one when you look at the hairdresser when
they're
washing
your
hair.
hair. Oh wait, Michelangelo, did he ever even paint or was he only sculpting?
I don't know. I wasn't an art major or anything. Alright, so... I'm so confused.
Okay, Cedric
put up Mackenzie.
Yeah, he put up Mackenzie, and she was like, no. After Tucker was like,
yes.
Mackenzie? Because he was expecting Quinn to go up.
Right. Well, he's delusional as well. So Cedric replaced Angela with Mackenzie. Mackenzie saved herself. Girls doing it for themselves. With the America's Veto.
Mm-hmm. Which means that America would be choosing the third nominee this week.
Everyone was shook, even though everyone knew she had the power, except for Angela, maybe.
I know, right? I mean, everybody was actually so surprised, but, they knew that she had it and what it did.
Yes.
So, I guess just seeing it all play out, they were just like, oh my god!
So, Kenny and Tucker are on the block. And America gets to pick the replacement nomination tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And
we called this a mile away.
Oh yeah.
We'll get there.
But before we get there, Angela is so thrilled to be off the block. I didn't know this was going to happen. Oh my god.
America. Oh my god. It's not just Big Brother. It's Big effing Brother.
She was very, very happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy for her. Because, she really wants to be there. Was she a train wreck the first few weeks? Yes. Am I ready to see more? Absolutely.
Angela, they handed you a golden apple, and I'm so sorry you gave it away.
They didn't even get to show that on the episode tonight because there's too much other stuff going on.
Yeah. Joseph and his karate talk.
We did not need that. There were so many other things we could have seen. But anyway... Cedric is talking about how Tucker was mad at him after the ceremony.
He was.
And Tucker was like, I told him to use it on himself. And they show us the flashback.
We got the receipts.
Cedric went to Tucker the morning of the veto ceremony and was like, hey, the veto, use it on yourself because the votes are not there.
We don't have the votes.
The votes are not there to take out Quinn. But
and Tucker said, I don't give a shit.
No, he said, F it.
I'm doing what I want.
He even, cut Cedric off while he was talking and trying to warn him, and Cedric was like, woo! Woo!
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So, yeah, Tucker is, calmly-ish going off on Cedric at this point, being like, we had a plan. That was a bitch-ass move for you to put up Mackenzie instead of Quinn. What were you thinking?
I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
So, Cedric actually has a meeting.
We had another flashback because he also met with the Pentagon before the POV ceremony. So that's
Quinn, Brooklyn, Chelsea, Cam.
Yes.
And Cedric.
Yes. So Cedric was like, all right, I wanted to fill you guys in. Now, this was his attempt to, pull everybody back in closer because he didn't need all this drama getting out there. And then they're just like, whoa, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
So he wanted to get ahead of it, which I think was really smart on his end. And he let them know about Tucker's big plan to get Quinn up on the block. And Quinn was like...
At this point, did Quinn admit to having the power to the...
No, he did
Crazy.
not. He did not, as far as I know.
Me? I don't have the power.
He was even denying it after the ceremony, before the house meeting. Didn't Mackenzie ask him, like, do you have the power? And he's like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. So weird.
All right, so Mackenzie was almost not going to use her power.
Oh my god.
What were you thinking, girl?
She was like, I guess I'm going to be safe on the block if I'm up next to Angela and Kenny. So why use my power when I can save it for another week? But that is dumb. If you're on the block and you have a power to take yourself down, use the power no matter what.
Use it on you, not on anybody else.
Well, she decided to use it after Tucker used the veto on Angela instead of himself, because she was like, oh, there's some stuff going down right now.
Something looks wrong here.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a super fan of the show, so, like, this doesn't seem right.
All right, so a little after the ceremony, a bunch of people were swarming Cedric and being like, what was the plan? What was the plan that Tucker was referring to? What's going on? So he was like, the plan?
Was this the plan?
And then Angela busts in and she's like, yeah, what's the plan? So Cedric decides, all right, everybody, let's go to the living room.
Angela's always outside a door somewhere lurking around.
Well, you do what you gotta do. But he's like, let's have a house meeting and let's talk about it.
House meeting.
He figured, I'm going to have Tucker explain this to everyone.
So everyone hates Tucker.
So that they know what he's been up to.
So Quinn had no choice but to own up to having the power once he was called out by Tucker.
Tucker starts saying, like, you know what? Quinn has the other power, and we should take him out, because not only does he have that power, but he's a strong competitor. Mm-hmm. He's good socially. Like, we need to be getting out these strong players. So it was super awkward, but very entertaining.
How ridiculous was it, though, that Quinn was like, I have the power, but I wasn't going to use it?
My reaction was the same as Angela's, which is slightly terrifying.
Horrified?
But she was just like, okay. Like, you're telling me you have this power and you're not going to use it?
You're a fan. No way. I don't believe it.
I have a really hard time believing that he had no intention of using that power.
He's just making crap up and throwing it against the wall to see if it sticks.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what happened this episode moving forward, but Quinn has turned into cringe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know. Like,
it's like, it's too much.
Like, he's super cocky and I'm not feeling
cocky. It. He's like, I just can't explain it. His personality has turned into cringe.
Yeah, it's not vibing with me.
No.
And I wanted to root for him so badly, but
same.
This week was not it for Quinn. I don't know. It wasn't good.
No, but it all happened this episode.
Yeah, like, especially the TV edit. Well, last night, too, I was like, I don't know about this.
All right. Well, it's time for Quinn to kick some Alliance's ass.
Well, kiss his Alliance's ass.
No, Alliance ass.
Okay. Because he wants to make sure he's still good with everybody, because he is aligned he's aligned with almost everyone in the house. So
he's lied.
He's gotta be like, hey, sorry for lying about my power. Are we still good? Are we good?
And miraculously, everyone is like, yeah.
I mean, not everyone. I know T-Core and Chemo were kind of like, well, more so T-Core was like, he clearly has all these other final twos, final threes going on. Like, where do we even stand with him? Mm-hmm. So she's not feeling great about Quinn. But the Pentagon and the collective are like, all right, we need to stand by our man.
Yeah.
We're going to keep him around, because if we keep him, he's got this power and he's going to use it to benefit us. And that's what Quinn is saying. He's like, yes, I'm going to use the power to, help the group.
All right, well, let's put a pin in Quinn.
Okay.
And talk about how everybody is stressed out that America is going to nominate them.
Oh my God, who's it going to be?
I mean, everybody had their reasons.
Yeah.
Some people are in there talking smack. Some people...
Joseph says, I gave Matt a mean goodbye message.
Yeah, so America's going to...
We'll allow it.
Yeah. But...
That's fine.
What was with the Joseph karate segment?
I'm sorry, but there are so many other things. We would have loved to have seen Brooklyn calling out Kenny, Angela and Quinn getting into it.
Angela telling Cedric that the show gave him a golden apple, and she's
Not the show, but Tucker.
And so sorry to give it away.
Yeah, and also Quinn versus Kenny. Like, there were so many other things that I would have loved to have seen, but we got this karate BS.
It wasn't even fun or funny.
Yeah, we didn't need that.
It was, again, cringe.
Yeah.
All right, so Tucker has another discussion with Cedric. I think this is going to be an ongoing theme this entire week.
Well, this one was more of a fight.
Oh.
Or at least it was Tucker berating Cedric. Because Tucker was all like, I hear you lying about me, bro. You didn't tell me about what you were going to do. You blindsided me at the ceremony, dog.
How much does Cedric remind you of Miss Vanjie?
Definitely with some of his vocal mannerisms, I would call it. Like the inflection of his voice sometimes, for sure.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, he goes a little high sometimes, and it definitely reminds me of Vanjie, and I love that.
Me too.
But yeah, Tucker was pissed, basically telling Cedric, you didn't warn me ahead of time that you were going to put up Mackenzie instead of Quinn. And Tucker's like, yes, I did. Like, roll the footage. And they did.
He's like, you're going to feel like such an ass when you see that I was right.
Now, Tucker, we don't have flashbacks on the live feeds this year, but that moment was featured in the episode, so you will see that.
Right.
But yeah, he's just like, you screwed me over, man. I'm coming for you.
All right, so Julie
says... The truth will prevail. They bleeped out the mother effer.
Yeah.
Truth will prevail, mother effer.
Mother Tucker. All right, so Julie informs us that there's over 5 million votes this time.
Oh my god.
But Julie, do the math here for a minute. Everybody got 10 votes, right?
I think it was at least 5. I voted 5. You can put in different emails, though.
Okay.
5 more.
Okay.
Actually, I think you could get more, too, if you watched an ad, which I did not do. I was like, I'm just going to do my 5 for Quinn, whatever.
So when you do the math, it's probably less than 1 million votes.
Yeah.
Which is really not very much for a primetime Thursday night television show.
Not everybody that watches is going to vote, though.
Everybody's got a stupid cell phone that they don't have to, it's not like back in the day when every freaking text was like $1 or something.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal now to vote. So, like, I'm sure more people voted now than they would have in the past.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, million is not very many, Julie.
You mean 5 million?
Well, 1 million people.
Yeah.
Julie, I think you should start looking for another job. Just
saying.
Oh
my lord. Okay, well,
anyway.
We find out that Quinn is the third nominee. I think he expected that. He handled it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was all, America.
I think on the inside he was...
I mean, that's a crushing thing to find out that America voted for you to be nominated. Yeah. Oh my god, I'd be in bed for days. No, I wouldn't.
Would you?
But no. But I would definitely be upset.
Alright, well, it's time for the AI arena.
Okay.
Remember those old money machines like the radio station would have? Or like...
They had that at my all-night grad party.
Did they?
Yeah, for high school.
Or like MTV on the beach. You know, they would have like the money
Spring break on the beach.
Spring break on the beach. But they would have money in it. This time they had balls in it.
Yeah.
So you had you had to save Ainsley.
Again, this girl is always like a damsel in distress.
She's always so needy and thirsty.
So many technical issues.
So it's called data dump. You had to catch 20 of the red data balls and put them in the tube. So they were in those booths like cats trying to...
Yeah. Julie said, unleash the balls. And then they got to work. So Kenny's strategy...
Who was the best ball handler?
Well, we know who it was. Kenny's strategy was like basically throwing himself at the glass wall to try and trap the balls. Which,
didn't work so good.
Honestly, not a terrible idea, but I didn't see really what Quinn's strategy was. He was just kind of all over the place.
What was Tucker's strategy besides winning?
I think it was basically like stand in one spot, the balls come to you, and you just grab them, which makes a lot of sense.
But he didn't, like, just grab one and then put it in the
No,
tube.
he would get a few and then
like
deposit.
5 and put them in the tube.
And it was a decisive victory.
He
for
went
Tucker.
beast mode and smoked them.
I really like balls.
So now they're off-site. So everybody's waiting around in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie's all like, okay, house guest, I have the results. And the contestants are walking in, like you said.
It's like Christmas morning and the kids are like coming down the stairs, but they have to go like slow.
Do you think they're trying to fake everybody out with like their reaction, you know?
I feel like production doesn't want them to be seen by the other house guests until
Julie says
it's like
it.
being announced.
Mm-hmm.
So Tucker is also quietly unbuttoning his shirt to prepare for his arrival.
Why?
Because didn't you see he like opened up his shirt and he did his little air guitar?
Oh.
It was a lot. He was on another level tonight. He had those freaking sideburns in there.
He had the rock on.
Kept doing
and
that.
The super. I can't even do the super finger. Or
What is that even?
wasn't that comedian? The one who was in that movie where he worked at like Costco with Jessica Simpson.
Dane Cook?
Yes.
Oh,
wasn't that
God.
a Dane Cook reference?
Was it? I don't know.
Or was that something else? Leave it in the comments.
I don't know.
Because we don't know these things.
Yeah. But anyway, he was really going for it.
I thought it was a super finger.
I don't know.
Like a really FU.
Is
like
it?
a double FU.
Oh, is it like a double middle finger?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know, but quite a few of the house guests were dressed up a little silly tonight. Having fun with their like 80s style workout wear.
Yeah. Or were they just dressed up because they were afraid that they would have to go into the AI
I mean, that could have been part of it too, yeah. Well, Leah was very nervous then, according to that outfit.
Yes, she was. All right, so Julie tells the house that Tucker won.
There were some screams. There was lots of applause. Everybody was excited. But you know who was crying?
Angela looked horrified.
No, she was very happy.
She was happy.
Because this morning, she was like, please, let Tucker win, please. She really, because she was like, okay, maybe he'll keep winning vetoes and pulling me off the block.
Is that why?
I mean, also she knows that Tucker is there to shake things up, right? They are cut from the same cloth, which is chaos.
Chaos Angela and Chaos Tucker.
Yeah, so she was very much excited to see that he won this competition.
All right, well, it's time for the pleadings. Quinn gets up there, and I absolutely hated his speech.
I liked the AmeriCorey shout out. I thought that was funny. The better
The rest
half of
was word
AmeriCorey.
vomit.
He also gave a shout out to Ice Spice. Hell yeah.
And he said, keep me if you want Tucker on the block next week because it's guaranteed.
I don't want that.
Don't worry, your boy will get off with his double FUs. All right, so then Kenny got up and he was like,
Oh my god.
oh, it's a game. I came to win. Do what you think is right as long as it's voting me out because production told me that I can't ask you to vote me out.
Okay, so like the speech was whatever. But before that, the like 2 minutes or 90 seconds that they have to like campaign, which no campaign.
Yeah.
He was actually going around and whispering into people's ears, like extended whispers. And I'm pretty sure he was asking them to vote him out.
Yeah.
It's so irritating. Just leave! Just leave!
What was with Julie fishing for the compliments?
Okay, because she said, like, Cedric, because you're HOH, like, you're not allowed to vote. And he was like, you look beautiful. And she was like, what? Say it louder.
Again?
Yeah, again. You look beautiful, Mrs. Julie.
He said Mrs.?
Or Miss Julie, something like that.
All right. That was awkward and cringe.
It was very weird.
So, after everybody voted, we see that there was only one person that didn't vote for Kenny.
It was Tucker! Tucker was like, I gotta vote out the stronger competitor.
I mean, what they did was super stupid.
Yeah.
They really should have gotten rid of Quinn.
As annoying as it is to have Kenny stay in the game, you gotta take out Quinn. I'm sorry. Like, he's got a power. He has the potential to run the game for 2 weeks.
This was the perfect opportunity, and I'm sorry, America gave you a golden apple and you chose to throw it away.
Yeah, they really should have voted out Quinn, and I think Quinn knows that too. He said it in the diary room, like, if you guys don't vote me out...
That's on you.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kenny hugs everyone.
Of course.
And then he runs out because he can't wait to go see Julie. And Julie said, "Are you relieved?"
He said, yeah.
Yeah. He said, "I underestimated the emotion that I would feel in that house."
Honestly, this interview was just like, we get it. You missed your wife and your kids. Like, it's wonderful that you have a great family life.
Basically, if you read between the lines, Julie was really trying to go at him hard, like...
Well, she was like...
You tried so many years to get on this show. What the F? America gave you a golden apple and you chose to throw it away.
You wasted our time for so many years.
Yeah, exactly.
Auditioning over and over again. And she was like, what was the deal? Were you homesick? And he's
Nope.
like, no, I just missed my wife, my kids, my house, my job, blah, blah, blah. You were homesick. That's what it was.
I guess he doesn't know English too much. And besides, once Matt left, Kenny wanted to go
Oh
too.
my
Because
God.
that was his son.
That part was ridiculous because she was like, when did this start? Like, when did you feel like you wanted to go home? But the correct answer should have been, the second I walked in.
Yeah. For real.
But no, he was just so heartbroken over Matt leaving. But, like, he was talking about wanting to leave before Matt even left.
Yeah. So he said it's crazy house in there. I've been in some crazy houses on the job, but this is the craziest.
No, but they're all great. They're all great.
Okay.
I'm just glad that Kenny's going. He's gone. We don't have to deal with that anymore. The constant, am I staying, am I going, am I quitting, whatever.
I'm all fired up. So, guess what? Guess what they're springing on us this week? A time waster of an episode on Tuesday. Just so they can parade out Jag, Taylor, and Cody of all people.
Why? I feel like they're trying to add relevance to this episode by being like, there's a new twist that will be revealed. Because they want to make sure people watch. Because if they didn't have that, I think there'd be a lot of skips. But
I hope the new twist is that it's going to actually be a good twist.
I don't know. But, yeah, this episode, they're supposed to be talking about the, like, craziest stuff that's happened in the first 3 weeks. But, like, it's only been 3 weeks. Why are we doing this?
Because
it's not even halfway yet.
They must have some sort of contractual obligation with Jag, Taylor, and Cody.
No, I'm thinking there must be some sort of a ratings thing, like some sort of a quota they need to meet, or like they're going up against something else that night. I don't know. There's a hole in the schedule. Who knows?
Oh, but the Olympics are already over.
I know, but maybe it's something else.
All right, well, then Julie says, "Oh, I want to be like my friend RuPaul, who wins the Emmy, and I don't." And says, vote, vote, vote. Not for people on the show, but for real life.
I mean, it is important. You should vote.
It is
in the
very
election.
important. Register to vote.
Make sure you're registered to vote.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
And don't give anybody water online.
Blair! Oh my God.
So, Mackenzie and the Let's Listen In on the House Guests had a shout out for her brother.
I don't know if you guys caught this, but she was like, oh, I had to make sure, like, I got in all my shout outs, like, to my brother. And I could not stop laughing because, okay, just real quick. If you didn't watch the spoilers this week, they were talking one night about who they missed the most from home. And it got to Mackenzie, and she was like, I guess I would say my brother because he's, like, my soulmate. And she was like, I'm upset that I have to marry another man.
Instead of my brother.
Because okay, what I guess she meant by that is like she's
Nobody's
gonna have
as good as her brother.
She's gonna have some other man in her life that's gonna be taking time away from her brother or whatever. But like, it just sounds so weird. It sounds so Folgers commercial. You're my gift this year. But like
You
the
made
fact
it.
that she mentioned shouting out to the brother, I was like dying. All right. Anyway,
oh my God.
let us know your thoughts on this episode in the comments. We gotta wait
great.
to find out who the HOH is. The poor soul that will have their HOH ripped away by Quinn.
Yeah. Why even bother?
Why didn't you guys vote him out?
I'm falling asleep.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We will be back. I'll be back tomorrow for the spoiler. We'll be back Sunday night for the episode.
Yes.
So.
And Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday.
It's a lot. So, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, much love.